Hey everyone, Vincent here from CreativeDojo.net. As you guys know, the first Kuler 5 project is coming to a close. The theme was holiday, and this is my critique session that I'll be doing to review the top 5 entries of the Kuler 5 project this time. And I just pretty much critique it, give tips, advice, and so on and so forth. But if you don't know what the Kuler 5 project is, it's pretty much a project that I started on CreativeDojo.net, where everyone will create a 5-second animation using a colored palette based on Kuler, and it has to relate to the theme. And as I said before, the theme was holiday this time. So we got 4 entries this time. Not bad. This is the first Kuler 5 project, so I wasn't expecting that many entries in the first place. But 4 is good. So there will be no top 5 winners because it's only 4 entries to begin with. But so let's just take a look at some of these animations. These are some great animations, great work. Many thanks for all the participation and contribution to the experience of Kuler 5. So without further ado, let's just take a look at the first entry we have right here by Jonathan called Snowman. So bear with me, this is my first critique session, my first review session where I actually share my opinions publicly. But as you can see, the animation was really nice and smooth. You have the nice color. The Kuler theme was Aspirin C. So I like the organic movement, I like the environment, the sky is nice. You kind of have different shades, I guess, of the snow on the ground right here. So instead of having a nice white only, you have this nice and white, and then you also have the, I guess, blue shadow in the background to represent that it's kind of behind. So really nice effect on that. Really like the movement. Jonathan mentioned that he used the angle controls and the puppet tool in After Effects for the first time. And this was kind of his opportunity, his chance to play around with the puppet tool and kind of create these nice organic movements that you see. He used it on every single individual body part joint area for the human, so it looks really nice. Let's take a look at it one more time. Really nice movement going on. I really like the snow. I really like the ground, as I said before. I really like the illustration of the human as well as the snowman. So really nice little detail. Just gonna have this little detail on the hat and the shirt and pants, and the snowman looks kind of great. Now the only thing that I'm kind of, a little iffy on is the tree right here. Now, the thing that bothers me the most is kind of the shadow right here. I mean, as you can see, the whole animation is nice, flat, and smooth. It looks really flat, which is, a good thing because this is motion graphics, I guess. Everything looks nice and flat. And the shadow doesn't necessarily kind of match the theme. You see no shadows anywhere else except for kind of this weird drop shadow right here. Now, of course, you're limited to only a few colors of the palette, so I understand why you did that. So it's not just a jumbled mess of trees. But maybe try something else next time. Maybe try it without the drop shadow, see what it looks like. I know it's a clump of green, but I don't know. Or maybe kind of space it out more. I would like to see a little bit more trees over here, maybe a cabin or something, a little more. And the sky, I mean, it looks really nice. But what I think that the animation is missing is a texture of some sort. It's a really nice animation, really smooth animation, really nice colors in this animation, but it's kind of missing a texture. So maybe you can bring it to After Effects, maybe find a nice paper texture and kind of apply it and set the blending mode to overlay, so you kind of have this nice subtle kind of construction paper texture to the whole animation, because it looks really nice, it looks very subtle, and I think that it could use a little more texture. I really like the music, I really like the snow, and everything just looks really nice. So great work, Jonathan. And I just love the little hop at the end. So Jonathan set a really good example. This is a perfect opportunity for you guys to try out new techniques, try new things that you haven't done, because after all, it's only a 5-second animation, nothing too fancy, nothing too, this is supposed to be a fun little project for everyone, including you and me. So, great job, Jonathan. Love to see your work next time in the next Kuler 5 project. Let's move on to the next video right here. Now, this one is by Ola. I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce your name or if I mispronounce it. My apologies. Really don't mean to offend anyone. So, it starts off kind of interesting. You kind of have these 3D models kind of come in and the text kind of flows in. I like the mysterious kind of gloomy background. I like 3D text. I like the 3D objects. And the color choice was made by himself. So I liked everything. Ola says that he was messing around with Cinema 4D, which is what you're supposed to do, mess around to create these kind of projects right here. Messing around with Cinema 4D and the rigid body, as well as some materials, and I kind of like it. The only thing that seems to be missing is I don't get how it relates to the holiday theme other than the colors. The colors match really well to the nice holiday theme. A kind of more abstract, ominous approach to the holiday, I guess. I guess these are trees or some sort. But you know, it's a really nice animation. Great opportunity and great chance again to mess around with rigid body and Cinema 4D, whatever you want. And he also used time reverse in After Effects as well. He mentioned that in the video description. So really great animation. A little tip for you, maybe practice a little bit on the lighting. The lighting is kind of dark to me. It seems like it's doesn't necessarily match the scene. The text is kind of too white right here in the back, on the side right here. So maybe work on a little more reflections or maybe not as much light right there. But overall, it's a pretty nice animation. Maybe next time focus a little bit more on the theme holiday. But I like the color scheme. I like the rigid body. I like the little shapes going on here. Very abstract. And love the little accent mark on the Kuler right there. So really great animation. The Kuler theme is Season X. And bear with me if I'm flying through these reviews. I'm not really used to reviewing so much. Hopefully in the future I will work on a better critiquing abilities for these videos. This is all kind of unscripted here. And I feel like you can use a nice little gloss layer, just kind of this long, nice gloss in the background. But really great work, Ola. The next animation is by MI20, I believe, and it's titled Merry Christmas Intro. Let's take a look at what this is. So, you know, it starts off pretty nice. You start with the fly out. I like that. I like how you have all these nice layers of trees. And I like the snow, and I like the snow on the ground as well. And of course, Santa Claus is coming. And you get this nice big Merry Christmas at the end. Now, everything looks great. The animation is great. The zoom out is great. The concept is great. The illustrations are great. But it seems like you're missing something in the sky right here. Now, I checked out the Kuler theme, whatever theme this is. I checked it out, and you have this nice blue color that you're not actually using. So you have these nice bright colors in the ground, the trees. You have the bright snow on the ground, and you have Santa Claus. But the sky is kind of black. Now, I guess I can understand where you're going with this. Maybe you did it to emphasize the snow. Maybe you emphasize the darkness or the nighttime that this is taking place at. But personally, I think I would have added a nice blue background, or if not a dark blue background, whatever matches the theme. Or maybe even apply a texture once again. But I think overall this is a really nice animation. I would have started it off maybe not at the root of the tree. As you see, it kind of starts on the bottom of the tree right here in the root of the tree, kind of the bark. And I don't really like that. I would have done it maybe higher up in the tree. But I like the zooming out. I like the snow. I like the motion blur. Maybe apply a little bit more forced motion blur just to kind of emphasize it a little bit more. But I love the environment. I love the snow once again. And I love the Santa Claus illustration here. Merry Christmas. And at the very end, I might have added maybe a glow to the Merry Christmas, because the Merry Christmas is, I guess, the final conclusion to this whole animation. So maybe apply a nice glow to the Christmas text here, and maybe apply little dots in the sky for some stars, because right now all you have is snow, which is great, really sells the holiday effect, but you kind of want to make this nice beautiful sky for such a beautiful scene right here. After all, it is Santa Claus, so maybe apply some nice stars in the sky, kind of add that nice little touch to it. So great work. The last animation is by 0G Studios, and they used the Kuler theme. So let's just check this out real quick. So this animation is actually a very, I guess, strong and really fast paced kind of animation here. there's so much happening all at once in the course of 5 seconds. You have all these transitions, and it's looking really great. I like how you use the Video Copilot's flower pack as snow. Kind of gives it that nice, violent, organic movement to it. And I like that whip of the Christmas tree in the beginning. So rather than having it linearly move upwards, it kind of just swings it, kind of like I guess you play around with a graph editor, which is really great. I like how the little ornaments kind of pop up. I like the colors, the text. Now this is the kind of part where I'm kind of shaky on this as well. I don't get how, I don't really get the transition. You have this really nice transition right here. And then you go to grayscale, I believe to maybe emphasize the tree, emphasize the text, so the background's kind of black and white. Which is, I guess, it's plausible. And then you kind of just swoosh up and you say and Happy New Year's. Now I personally would have done a little bit different of a transition. I don't really like the swishing up like that, but I mean it's okay. And then you have this nice swirling Happy New Year's thing. I really like the text. It kind of matches the theme of your animation as well as matches the theme of Kuler 5, which is holiday. So nice work on the typography. But my favorite part of this animation is the tree, especially at the beginning. You have this nice red color to represent Christmas, and it kind of just whips up. Love the snow once again, love everything. So like I said, I wouldn't have made it black and white in the background. Maybe change it to a blue, maybe to this kind of blue right here. And then maybe switch to a different color and then you say Happy New Year's. But really great work on the animation. I like the energy, I like the pace of this animation. And I love the little swish at the beginning. And I love that ending, that kind of just bang bell sound at the very end. So really great work on all these animation, guys. Again, if you guys have any questions on what kind of theme they use for Kuler, I put all the links in the description right here, so you can check out all the Kuler themes that they use for their animations. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is my first review critique video, so hopefully I didn't do too bad. I kind of just did it on the fly, no script, no planning or anything like that. So hopefully it wasn't that bad. Hopefully in the near future I will get better at critiquing these videos and give you more information, more insight on what to improve, what to do, and how I would have done it. And hopefully you guys didn't take any of this thing kind of offensive. I have no intentions on offending any of you guys at all. I'm just saying my honest opinion and what I think about it. So really great work, guys. Hopefully I didn't speak too fast. And really great work. Hope to see you guys in the next Kuler 5 project that will be coming out very soon. And hopefully I'll see more entries in the Kuler 5 project in the near future. So really great work. Kuler 5 project. Check it out. Oh, and by the way, you guys, if you guys have any other tips for these great 4 entries right here, feel free to leave them down below. Just because you didn't enter in the contest doesn't necessarily mean that you can't contribute, you can't participate in this contest afterwards. So if you guys have any other tips, questions, suggestions, or maybe a critique of your own, leave it down in the video description down below, leave it in the comments down below, and hopefully we can kind of start this collaboration of critiquing and giving advice, and you know, we can all help each other with the animations and so on and so forth. So thank you guys so much for all the support, all the comments, all the entries. Again, hopefully I'll see more entries in the next Kuler 5 project. I'm Vincent Wynn from CreativeDojo.net. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you guys next time.